So we're looking at questions 4a and b. And first of all, we're going to do 4a, which is our cash flow forecast. Pretty common question. All we need to do is fill in the 1, 2, 3 blanks on that. Our first blank we need to fill in is the net cash flow for week 2. So their receipts is 900, their payments are 450. So they took in 900, they paid out 450. So they have left over 450. Week 3, we need their closing balance. Now, the closing balance is they finished week 2 with 650, so they start week 3 with 650. And we can make sense of this. They got in 1,200, they paid out 1,900, so they were down £700 on the month. They started off with £650 in their bank, but they had to pay out 750. The brackets mean negative, so they were left. The end of the month was minus 50, and so that gives us minus 50 at the end of week 4. And if we want to get the closing balance for week 4, they paid in 1,250. They paid out 610, so they got a net cash of 640. They started off with negative 50, so they finished the month with 590 positive. You will get a mark for each of those if you got them right. So we're looking at part B now, and we're going to explain how Sam and Drew can resolve their cash flow problems in week 3. So if we have a look at week 3, we need to spot their cash flow problem, and it is pretty obvious, to be fair. It is the total payments. Now, putting this in context, total payments have gone up about 3 or 4 times, and income's gone up but a little bit. It is the total payments which have gone up, and it's quite difficult, this question, because we're not told why. So we've still got to think about how to resolve them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say what caused their cash flow problem, because I'm explaining. Their cash flow problem is caused by them spending a large amount in week 3. This is an unusual amount, and it seems to be a one-off. To solve this problem, they could delay the payment or purchase of these items. So if they waited until a few weeks' time, they may have saved up enough money to be able to cover this cost. This would reduce their payments and therefore take away their negative closing balance. So I'm saying, oh, that's the problem. Yes, they could solve it this way. And this is the result. A bit skimpy, this answer. I'd probably give that 2 marks. If we have a look here, this is a slightly better answer. I would recommend that they pay for the additional items on a credit card, so they will not need to pay for it until at the end of the following month, when they have a positive closing balance, so they will have no cash flow problems. So if I did the first sentence, their cash flow problem is caused by, and then finished off with they'll pay for the additional items on a credit card, I reckon that bit would actually get me the full 3 marks. It's a little bit more sophisticated, and that's what we're looking at in the 3-mark explain question, is linking to the problem and sophistication.